Hey guys, this is Andrew from FloryPB, and we're going to do another Weird Part Wednesday. Try to keep up with this. So this frame is our Weird Part for Wednesday. It looks like a regular LCD frame, but there's a couple small differences. This is something I actually found on eBay, and myself and definitely another person figured out what it was when it was listed as an LCD frame, because that's kind of what it looks like. A couple things you'll notice the one single teardrop piece milled here, and this little divot mill here. And this is the only picture I had from the side of this thing, was this. And I kind of recognized what it was, and I definitely wanted it because they're really neat and they're pretty rare. But what this is not an LCD 45 frame. This is a 45 frame that was made for the IR3, if you didn't like the 90 frames that came on them. Subsequently, it would also fit on the 04 Speeds, the A4s, and the A4 Flys. Without any modification at all, it would just fit. So this little divot here is this milling here, which isn't standard on any base LCD. And also you'll see this rounded part here to go to the flash tank. And what this is for, when you flip it over, it allows you to fit the COP sensor or the Sensi pad or just the base of the eye covers. And it has the line already milled out to run the wires or whatever cables you need, which is really convenient. So you can literally put this on any of those Angels and convert them to 45 frames. And they'll take the regular boards that these Angels took. They'll take the IR3 board. These don't take LCD boards, actually. These take IR3 boards and up. IR3 board to G7 is the same basic shape of board. So that's really neat that they made these, and they are pretty unique to find. They're not super rare. I'm sure you can find them, but let's toss one on an IR3. This IR3 I actually got out of Norway. So I'm really excited to see if we can get this board running, because it should have all the firing modes that weren't allowed in America. But this is a project for another day. It's just a red IR3. So the frame doesn't match, because they had different color reds. That's just a cool done up IR3. Neat custom trigger on it that you don't get in America. But as you can see, the COPS or Sensi piezoelectric sensor will fit in this perfectly. It's machined out exactly the way this one was, or very close to. And yeah, it's a neat frame. They fit on perfectly. You will need the old style LCD length trigger screws, or trigger frame screws, which are all the front screw, or sorry, the rear screw on the IR3 or any of the later models. You need the front screw from that. You need two rear screws, or LCD screws. So let's tighten out with the front one. It kind of fits, but if you torque on this, you're not going to get everything you want on it. But there you go. The more I think, I'm not even sure this was a WDP product. Someone let me know if this was made by WDP, or if it was made by an aftermarket company. But they're milled very well. They are very good the way they're set up. This leads me to believe that it's not a WDP product, because this screw, there's nothing. This should be inset. If you look at this, they inset these. And if you look at the older LCDs, you grab one. They made this not rounded, so the screw would sit flush. That's a little hokey looking. But sometimes they do hokey things. And if anyone knows that this is not a WDP product, or if this is someone else's product, let me know, because that'd be interesting to see who did this. But I've seen a couple of these. I have one of these on a different IR3, the one that my Christopher Lasoya IR3, the one he actually used on Team Avalanche. And, you know, that's why I always assume these were WDP products. Or they might be Warp Sports, who knows. But yeah, it's something to look out for. They are pretty rare, but they will come up every once in a while, and a lot of people misdiagnose these to be LCD frames, when in fact they're IR3 frames, or A4s or 04 speeds. And, you know, someone like me, I prefer the 45 grip. I never really was super into the 90 grips. I like the 45, so like this was a super nice thing to have. And it's one of the few frame aftermarket options that ever were available on the Angel. There's this, and then you had the Cobra 80-something frames, or 80 frames. I have one of those I'm going to show soon as well. But yeah, that's it for this Weird Part Wednesday. It's a pretty quick one, hopefully. We're going to try to do these quick from here on out, unless we find something really interesting. And yeah, this is Andrew from FloryPB, and we're good for today. See you guys.